there anybody around that would like to craft with me? Craft live. Hi, it's Janice here. Just looking to see if anyone else is around. Just trying to get set up here. It always takes a moment or two to give people a chance to come on and for this to show up. Okay, so I'm just getting the video up on my iPad so that I can see. Hi Randy, how are you? Happy Sunday. It's Sunday afternoon here in Scotland. I just thought I would have a wee play, and I just wondered if anyone wanted to watch too. Now I think I'm upside down, so I'm going to turn you around. Hi Randy. I don't know if that's better now. It's hard. There's such a delay, there's a lag between the two. I thought I'd worked that out before I even started. It always takes a moment or two. Well, good morning New Jersey. Sunday afternoon here. My hubby's been away. I'm just trying to adjust. I'm still, there is a lag. I don't know. I'm trying to set it so that you can see most of this Night of Navy sheet. Are you up the right way now? And can you see most of the sheet of Night of Navy? Right. I'm just waiting for it to show me what I've done. But what I'm doing is, yeah, I think you can see a bit more of it now. If every time I turn it, I do it the wrong way. I've only got 3 days left of this particular streamer switcher of the free test. So hi Jen. Horrible Sunday afternoon here, so I thought there might be someone just sitting around looking for someone to chat to or something. I've got this beautiful traveller's journal notebook type thing that, you know, you can stick several notebooks in and you can take them in and out, and I find this handy for my handbag. And I bought this from a lady who's local to me. She runs a wee business called Paper, Pen and Plan, so for planners and journals and things like that. So I just love the pattern. That's the reason I bought this, is because I loved the pattern on it. And I kind of thought, how can I achieve that with my Stampin' Up stuff? Because obviously, you know, to have the dark background with the flowers on top, that's not easy to achieve. And then I had a light bulb moment. White embossing, and my blends, I can colour on white embossing with my blends. So that's what I'm going to attempt. So I'm going to try and do this all in a oneer. If you're happy to stay. Well, I hope you can hear me now, Jen, although maybe I'm better watched without volume, I don't know. So yeah, it's really pretty, isn't it, Randy? I really liked it. So we've got the script stamp in Very Versailles, so I'm going to use that. I'll show you what else I'm going to try and use. In this stamp, the Healing Hug set, this is a, what do you call it, distinctive set. So I'm going to use the rose and the leaves from it. And I'm also going to use that old favourite, it's become an old favourite now, Beautiful Friendship. Now I've blocked up some some stamps that I think I'm going to use, and I'm just going to go for it. This complete experiment that will either work or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just stamp everything with Versamark, and then I'm just going to sprinkle over white embossing powder and emboss it, and then colour it with blends. I'm doing a full sheet. I'm learning from Ruth from Artful Stampin', and so I'm just going to go for it. So let's see. It says the 3 people in. There's Randy and there's Jenna, and if I haven't said hi to you, then hi and welcome. So the first thing when you're embossing really is to get your embossing buddy out and just, you know, dab it over the whole sheet. Just to, it reduces the static. I'm not looking for perfect anyway, a kind of vintagey look here anyway, but get all over with your sheet, your buddy, embossing buddy. We have these in our Stampin' Up catalogue, so if you're watching on the replay and you want to use that's great, it's in the catalogue. Randy, it's a beautiful friendship is one of those most fantastic sets, and very Versailles. I had to have very Versailles first whenever I saw the annual catalogue. However, beautiful friendship, I didn't immediately see the benefits, and I have to be honest, it's from watching other people, but I've used it so much since I did buy it. Now I see this script as having a kind of direction, so use it the way you want. I'm just going to do one, but because I'm doing white embossing, it's going to have to be inked up each time. So my hubby's been running a race today. He went up to Ochterardra. I don't know if I want that a bit more over than that, but never mind. And he's let me know that he's finished. I decided not to go with him because the forecast was dreadful. So I forecasted a day of crafting, and that's just what I've been doing. Although I have fitted in a bit of housework, you know how you do. Oh, I nearly put my can of juice over my project. That's not good. I maybe was one... Oh, well, we'll just go with what we get. Hi Karen on the lake in Michigan. Just playing here. I'm copying a planner. I'll bring it in to let you see again. I've got this Prima Traveller's Journal and I liked the pattern on it, so I'm kind of just copying. Not copying, but casing it, using it for inspiration. And if you see... If you have a look, you'll see it's got a diagonal pattern which Ruth has been showing us all how to do. So kind of using that then as we go. So kind of coming in a diagonal here. Can't remember if I put this ink on here. So what I'm doing, Karen, is I'm going to white emboss everything. And then I'm going to colour it with my blends. That's my plan. We may get interrupted when my hubby comes home because I forgot to say to him on the phone to come in quietly, but we'll see how we go. So that's the script on. Now I'm thinking this big rose for part of it, so where's my ink? Oh, thanks Randy. So I'm going to put the rose kind of about there. This will either work and be wonderful, or it will go horribly wrong. But whatever happens, I will learn from it. Just thought I would do a live because, as I say, I only have 2 days left actually, I think it is now, of this. Now I don't know how much room there's going to be here. I wished I'd spaced out these a bit more, but I'm just gonna, we'll get what we get. It might not be exactly what I visualised, but we will get something. Right, so I'm just putting the big roses in that wee sort of space there. And then I'm going to do a smaller rose. I'm going to use the small rose from Beautiful Friendship. I'm going to put it in, do you know, I think I'm changing my mind about what I'm doing here, but we'll just go with it. I had something in my head, it's not quite, it might. I don't know how much you can see it, you can just kind of see the outlines, but once I emboss you'll see it, it'll be much more obvious to you what I'm doing. And I am stamping over the top of the script, so don't worry about that. Kind of doing just a group of 3 here. I'm going to look at StreamYard later, Jen. I thought, well, I might as well use up the rest of the free trial I've got with that, and maybe StreamYard will have a free trial as well. And hopefully Stampin' Up will get me sorted. Right, no, why do I keep saying Stampin' Up? What is the thing I'm using? Forgot. Whatever the one is that I'm using. And then YouTube hopefully will sort me out. Right, so I keep putting the lid on my Versamark, which is good practice, but not when you're still going to use it, maybe. So with this bigger rose, there's these nice leaves, so I'm just going to use them around that, maybe. Try not to be too long with the stamping so that you get to see what happens next. And I'm not going to be concerned about things overlapping on each other. I'm just getting some Versamark ink down on the paper, but I don't want to be faffing about heat emboss with the heat tool. I just want to get everything on first. Just I'm going to put this one maybe about there. They don't all have to be the same, just 1, 2, 3. Just put some leaves maybe about there, that will do. So that's those ones, and then I'm going to use, see what else can we use. Just building up here. I like this one. So I'm going to pop that in. I can't shut my Versamark again. And so I'm going to pop this in, maybe having it come down here. 2 there together maybe. Hi Donna. Once I emboss this, I'm sure it's going to look amazing. And as I say, I'm quite happy to stamp over everything. So this one, we'll just see a little bit of it coming off the page, but that's okay. Now we need some leaves on these. So I've got these leaves from Beautiful Friendship. So I'm going to 1, 2, 3, just bring them out towards the other rows. 1, and then the same here. You can't stamp off really very well with this because it's the white I'm after, so again just bring them out. See what, I feel these are all a bit close, but we'll just go with it. My composition's not quite, it is what was in my head sort of, but it's not quite working out how my head had it, but that's okay. I want to put these across the page towards the other rows. Right, so where else? What else do you think we need in here? We need another wee bit of leaf coming out here, I think. This rose needs a bit more around it, so I think we'll just put some extra smaller leaves around it. No, does it? I don't know. No, they don't really go with those. Maybe I should just leave it alone. What do you think? Will we just go for... Oh, Donna, thank you so much for coming in. Randy's fantastic for sharing with everybody as well. I think I'm just going to go with this. What do you think, before it all dries? We'll see what happens. Or do you think we need some more leaves? Big decisions, Janice. Let's just go with it, because you know what, we can always do it again another time. So I've got an old scrap piece of grid paper with a big fold in it to make it easier for me to... I just store my powder in its own tub because I don't have much room here. So before this dries up, because I've got the house quite cosy, because Peter's been out running in the rain. He did a half marathon this morning. What a dreadful wife not to go and support him. I usually do go to races with him, but I knew the forecast was for drizzly rain all day, and the place where he was running, there is a place you can go in and get some coffee, but the coffee's not that good. So I won't mention their name then, because I don't want to give anyone poor publicity. But what are you thinking now, ladies? Are we going somewhere now? I'm going to get the bulk of that put back into the tub, because if I start wafting that about, we'll end up with a mess. So and then I'll bring my scrap paper back again and get some more of it. There's a lot of excess. Oh hey, I like. Do you like? Just about blowing my own mind here. Right, get rid of all this extra powder, it does my nut. I love embossing, but the texture, right, my fingers annoys me up. I've got it everywhere, but that's me, that's who I am. Right, so I've got a brush here just to take away any wee extra bits. But to be honest, for me it just adds to the sort of vintagey sort of look that we're getting here. With these gorgeous roses, aren't they beautiful? I don't think this will be the first time I do this. Right, protect your ears if you have sensitive hearing, because I'm going to put my heat gun on, but I thought you might like to watch the magic as well. So I wonder, pop this extra. I'm going to put this bit underneath as well, just to protect my scratch pad a bit. But I'll do it where you guys can see it changing, because Well, that's the best bit about heat embossing, isn't it? Hopefully you can hear me above it. Heat tool's such fun, Randy. This is fun. Oh, better move some of these things. There's actually embossing powder on everything. Gonna do a big clean-up job. Do you know what? I've been doing heat embossing for years, and do you know, it wows me every single time. I love, absolutely love when I teach it in a class and someone brand new. It's like the first time they stamp, the first time they heat emboss. It's wow. Love it. Talking too much just now. Can you hear me okay, Jen? I'm running out of blethers. What do you think? Is this blowing your head? Because it's blowing mine. I'm like, wow! I'm sort of thinking, even if I don't colour this, it's still dramatic, isn't it? Just making sure I get all the bits. It is magic. I do this on black card. If you look back, I've got a couple of videos on black magic, but I couldn't really call this black magic because it's on blue, so we'll go like navy magic. Do you think I've got it all? I think so. Wow. What do you think? I love it. I really love it. Ooh. Right, and then I'm going to colour it. Now, I don't know if you want to stay for colouring or just go and, if you're near your craft area, go and grab some white embossing powder and a dark card. And have a play with just dig out what stamps you've got. And none of these look exactly like the picture, but, oh, I need rid of this. Oh. So I'm going to give this a good bang and give the table a wipe because with my rag. That's better. Now, of course, I had it all positioned so that you could see, and then I've changed it, haven't I? So let's see. Are you still seeing most of this? Right, so I'm going to leave these roses white, but I will colour the leaves in. So I've got some. What have we got? Now, I'm not any kind of expert colour person. You get what you get with me. I'm not. There are other people out there who can teach you colouring. Me, I'm just like slap some colour on and I'm happy. Not a perfectionist, never have been. So I'm just putting some dark on. And there are some things and just kind of picking out the veins a wee bit. I don't know if you want me to colour all of this while you're here or if you're... Thanks for letting me know, Jen. Because that is the one thing I'm finding it quite hard when I put this one on, the switcher thing. On my phone where I'm filming from, it puts a a thing, I don't know, wee card thing over the top, and I can see some of the screen but not all of it. Now I'm just sticking this is Granny Apple Green. I've got the light and the dark, so do you see how the colour is great on the white embossing? So you just need to start thinking of what stamps you've got that you could do this technique. And then I'm just putting some dark on. And then just light over the top. I'm not faffing with it too much, it's just colour, that's all. And then this group of roses here, well, I'll leave one white, and I'll do, I don't know, what will we do? I'll see what happens. We'll do one of them blue, let's see. That's the light Night of Navy, here's the dark Night of Navy here. So we'll just pop some Night of Navy, and again, no colouring skills here. And that's the good thing with the blends. No real talent is required. If you've not got any of these, you should treat yourself a couple of pairs. Do you know, a green and some other flower colour that you like. I love Granny Apple Green. It's the best colour ever. So some dark down there on that rose, and then some light. So it's just popping it down there. Let me know what you think. It's coming alive, isn't it now? And I think I've got Balmy Blue here, so I'm thinking another one in Balmy Blue. No, do you know what? I've got Highland Heather. What about Highland Heather Rose? Dark and white, and then I'll use Balmy Blue on these ones. I've just recently got the Highland Heather one, so... Talking and colouring's not the best, but... Oh, the light one's quite pinky as well, but that's okay, that's cool. I'm going to buy myself some more blends. I only have about half of the collection, which to be frank is enough, but I'm greedy. Right, Balmy Blue, what we got? Dark Balmy Blue and light Balmy Blue. So, what about... So, and even though I just stamped right over the script, because I've melted the plastic, it's not really spoiling anything here, is it? And some leaves. I do have another green with my blends. I have, what have I got? Old Olive. Unfortunately though, I've used them in class and somebody's been a wee bit rough with the dark one. So I could try trimming it. I haven't done that yet, but I thought, you know what, we'll just use... I think I'm going to replace them for my own personal collection. And then I'll trim that one and leave it in the class box. What do you think? Are we going anywhere? Isn't it? I think I'll just leave these white. So what do you want me to do? Do you want me to do the whole sheet, or Are you content enough to stay and watch? Or do you want me to chop it up and just colour one card? So I'm thinking I can cut it in 4. What do you think? Anyone got opinions? And I'll just carry on. I'm thinking if I put it onto a Night of Navy card base but use a layer of white, I don't know if I like that better or not. I think I'll cut this in 4 and then I'll just colour one card with you guys and then see what the finished thing looks like. Does that make sense? Yeah, because otherwise my husband's going to be home and looking for his dinner and blah blah. It was quite smart though. I've cooked some soup and the hot water's hot waiting for him, so kind of organised. Oh, did you like my reindeer last night? It's kind of how I am. I just take inspiration and ideas from things that are around me. I'm not really the original thinker. So this is going to be a bit hard because I am going to have to cut through this beautiful group, but hey, let's just do it. Let's pretend there's no picture on this and let's just cut it in. Actually, if I'm going to do this, it will be 14 I need to cut that at. So I'll leave some of it there. And then I'm going to cut. So I want to be 14 and 9.7 centimetres I do. Oh, that's fine, Randy. That's fine. So you got a bit of a peaceful day there too, Jen. We love them really, but... Right, so that's 9.7. Take care, Randy. Enjoy your day. And this one's 9.7. That's good because I'm chopping off that messy bit. Not quite sure what way around I like that one. I'll do this one at 14. Right. That's a bit of a shame to be chopping that off. Do you know what? It's good because you don't know what you're going to get. It's fine. And then when I saw this, the annual catalogue, Very Versailles was the first stamp set that had to go in my basket. Everyone was like getting all excited about all the other ones, but I had to have that, absolutely. So let's see where we go with this. So have I got a piece of white Whisper White? A piece of Night of Navy anyway. And here's my Whisper White on the floor. Only 2 pieces of Nights of Navy. Night of Navy is a colour I use a lot of. And I'm loving this trimmer, by the way. It's fabulous. Right, so what am I doing? 14.4. This is, it will give it, so I don't know if this, might not like it when I've done it, but let's just see how we go. This is why I like this trimmer, because I can take shortcuts. 10.1. Straight through 2 layers. And I've used this blade. I've chopped up 15 pieces of card, and I did them 2 at a time for my cutting 15 pieces of stamped card into 4 pieces for my swaps for Germany. Right, I'll do this one at a time though. Get my card bases. Bear with me, ladies, we'll get there. Blooming grows nice. Blooming grows nice. Only thing is its outline, it maybe wouldn't work as well for this technique, but it certainly is a beautiful set, and I don't have it yet. I do plan to get that. Anyway, for my card bases I just score in half one direction and cut in half in the other direction. I'll do them later. I think we'll just make up a card and see what you're going to think. Hello Barbie. Thanks for coming in. I don't think I've met you. Oh yeah, I have met you before, haven't I? I've met you in Artful Stamping as well. Yay. Thanks for coming in. So, I don't know which one to do. This one's nice where we've coloured. We've got 4 now. So, you could stick it straight on a base card like that, which is okay, but I kind of thought this might make it pop more. Is to put it on a layer of white and then onto the card. Do you think that works? Hi, that's my hubby coming. Just bear with me a minute. I'll just go and have a quick word with him and I'll be back. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay, one wet man just returned from his running and he's off to have a hot bath first anyway. Yeah, it might work. It might work, Jen, but it'd be worth trying. You can do any things. Yeah, I think, Donna, you're right. So let's just glue this up and then we can finish the colouring once. If we want to do more colouring, we can do that. Look at me, I've got embossing powder everywhere. That's me. I don't know why I didn't call myself the messy crafter. But anyway, here we go. I kind of, when I'm doing dark things like this, I do kind of like a white layer just to give it a wee border. Just need to, because the heat tool warps it a little bit, you need to just make sure it's stuck down. What stamp sets I've used today, right, okay. So today I chose stamps from Beautiful Friendship. I've used this and the leaves and the smaller rose. I've used the bigger rose that I've used today is from this one, the Healing Hugs, and the leaves from it. These are distinctive. And I have used the script from Very Versailles. So it's a bit stamp set heavy, but what's the point of having all these stamp sets and not using them, do you know? So, and then we'll glue that's holding it, and I find that my wet glue, my Tombow, holds together quite firmly. So we'll just pop this together here. Just want to make sure it's nice and flat, because I'm not really fond of wrinkly cards. What do you think? There's a bit of leaf here needing a bit of, the leaves are needing some green, so let's just, so you can make your cards up and then colour them. Just be careful not to go into that nice border though that I've got. Even just, do you know what, if you colour it all over with one colour it's fine, or you can faff about and add bits. There's a bit of green leaf here as well. That's right, Jen, no point in hoarding your stamps. Get them used. And these distinctive stamps are really good for this because it gives you, you know, the texture, and of course I've just blobbed onto my white border just like I said not to. Yeah, I'm a bit pleased with that. I mean, you don't have to leave a white rose. I just thought it's quite nice to have, you know, more white, because if you think back to where I was getting my inspiration from, quite a lot, even some of the leaves are left white here as well. So I'm pleased enough with that. We could do another one. I could do one of the other ones, and that's got loads to colour in on that one. This one, what about if I do this one and try colouring the big rose in and see how that looks? So I think I'll colour it in before I mount it though. So what about will we go with a blue rose or a Highland Heather rose? We'll do this one in blue and then do this one in Highland Heather, do you think? Yeah, well then each card will be a bit different depending on how you work your composition, and it's quite good because then you don't really know what you're going to get until you chop it up. This is a quick way to batch make cards as well, if you're doing a lot, which, you know, I might just do. Where's my lighter Night of Navy? Right, I'm sure there's lots of people who will come on later and see this and think I'm not good at colouring, and I know I'm not. It's not my skill, and I'm not pretending that I am. But because of the distinctive stamp, I don't have to be. And the good thing is when I'm colouring, even if I go over the edge, it doesn't really show once it's dry. And I'm trying to get the edge of this rose. And you could do the individual petals, and you know, you could build up your shadow and all that, but or you could just slap some colour on and it looks just as good. Oh, enjoy your breakfast, Donna. But thanks for coming by. enjoyed your company. Appreciate your comments. And I'm just popping some of the dark colour in here. That's the truth, isn't it? But I'm putting myself out there, Jen, in public, so I have to suck it up what other people's opinions are. But for me, this kind of thing is therapeutic, colouring in. And look, see, when I go over it with the light, it looks okay when it's done. I'm fine with it. If you're very artistic and you want to take your time over it, then that's cool. I'm just doing this just to give you ladies a wee idea of what I'm getting up to on an afternoon here. On a Sunday afternoon, which is this. Is this the light granny apple green? So I'll do some of these leaves. As I say, you don't have to spend hours on your colouring. I'm just getting some colour in, basically. Actually, this rose is quite pretty when you... I've not used it enough. I keep thinking it's just for people who are ill, but it's actually pretty. I should be using it more. Do anybody else quite often forget they've got things? Do a bit of leaf there, and then there's all these leaves. See, I'm not taking my time over it, I'm just getting some colour on just to let you guys see the effect. If you look back at my videos, there is one called, I think it did with Sweet Soiree. I did Black Magic with Sweet Soiree, and that was the first one I did. I really liked it. I'm happy with that. That looks really nice, doesn't it? So let's glue this up. Good. The thing with the blends, the alcohol markers, they dry. Hi Wendy. What a regular thing, Wendy. The lives. At the moment, it's difficult for me to know when I can and can't have time to do a live. So that's why it's best if you've got the notification bell if you want to be in the chat in the live. At the moment I'm just trying different times out that I've got. Today just so happened that I was home alone, although hubby has returned, but he's busy getting a bath, a nice hot bath. He said he had to take every article of clothing off because everything, he was soaked to the skin. I'm liking the Highland Heather Rose, aren't you? And I need a card base. Yeah, it's quite difficult, Wendy, to know a regular time because as I've already said, I've got family and I do an almost full-time job as well. Yeah, the leaves are really lovely, aren't they? They're textured. Jen. I've actually blown my head. I didn't think this would work and I'm really pleased with it. So, and then we've got these two left. That's all that's left. So, there you go. I'm going to go and get a cup of coffee and have a wee chat with them. I think he did quite well. I don't know if you know anything about running, but Peter is 62 and he ran a half marathon in about 1 hour 52, I think. Can't remember if he said 52 or 54. Just tidying up. What do you think? I like it. I like both, either leaving some of them white or colouring them all in. It's a choice you make. And then we've got these two left to colour, and I'll make them up. Obviously I'm needing some birthday cards, so these will make amazing birthday cards. So I'm thinking I need to do one with some butterflies in it, do you think? That's my next move. I might come on later tonight, maybe not. Yeah, I quite like the composition of this one, and I do like this. I love it, Jen. Me too. I'm not great at running's not my thing. Crafting's my thing. I can do that forever and a day. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you, ladies. Thanks so much for coming and joining me while I was doing this. I might do there's some people that don't like watching lives on the replay, so I might do a process video and do a butterfly one using the same technique for my other people that like to watch what I do. Anyway, enjoy the rest of Sunday. I'll see you all soon. I've got to work out how I finish this now as well.